shot there by the looks of it. Well, Newcastle got off to the
Hello people. Aston Villa play Newcastle United today in a big game in a race for Champions League football this season. Can Aston Villa beat Newcastle United and move themselves within 2 points of the Toon Army? Let's go.
Putting a good distance between themselves and their opponents.
Okay, Toon Army. Well, for Magpies, Newcastle won the last 5 obviously, and Villa won the last 4 in the Premier League. Oh, good chance already with Watkins, but Tonali got there first.
There by Sandro Tonali, who gets it away. Yeah, spotted it quickly, didn't he, Tonali?
We won it.
Through. Watkins takes it on. It's
deflected! Ollie Watkins! What a start! He's equal that Bonglaho! Perfect start! It's Ollie Watkins! Whoever saw that deflected shot, I thought it was going wide, but no, it's 1-0 Villa. Ollie Watkins! One more goal, he's got the record. Number 11. What's going to do? What's happening to Liverpool? Ollie Watkins. There it is. Ollie Watkins. Ollie Watkins. Ollie Watkins. 1-0 inside. Less than a minute.
Aston Villa player has scored more Premier League goals for the club.
Then Gabriel Bonglaho and now Ollie Watkins.
An up and down season for him.
Up and down season for Ollie Watkins. But hopefully that goal will give him his confidence back. 15 Premier League goals this season for Ollie Watkins.
Even Unai Emery has suggested has made
That's 16 0 comps this season for Ollie Watkins.
Ollie Watkins being angry, but if he is, he's channeled that positively.
Yeah.
He has. I mean, he came on at Southampton.
Aston Villa. Aston Villa FC. We're by far the greatest team the world has ever seen. Here come Newcastle, but Konza gets it away. Here's Cash now against... Is that Barnes? Yeah, Barnes. They're missing Gordon. Oh, Gordon's on the bench.
PSG here on Tuesday. Here is
it's
Bruno
for Newcastle.
Newcastle on such a good run at the moment. Plenty of time now to turn this one around.
Ball for Murphy. Nowhere near. I think it's going to be a corner to Newcastle. Obviously missing any help because he's got an illness.
In top form. Not the best start for him and his
Oh, we're on the march with Unai's army, because we're going to Wembley.
Spectacular ones too.
Because they're a great football team. Most of the champ, I know that bit. I know most of it.
This season. Dan Burns certainly gives them plenty to aim at from this kind of situation.
That's the problem for us. Goals from crosses, conceded 10, and Newcastle scored 12 from crosses.
This one has been played back though in the end to Kieran Trippier. Now Murphy does look to pick out Burn. And it's
from the Barnes. Blocked. Get it away, Rogers. I said get it away, not try and take a touch.
Isak looks to bend.
Because that's why Isak could have a chance, but we've deflected anyway out for another corner.
But the offside flag was up anyway.
Offside anyway, actually.
So a slap in the face for Jason Tindall and his team. As Tindall takes charge for the third time with Eddie Howe still unwell.
Unai is coming on me.
For the Ipswich game next week. It is
Unai is coming on me.
Managerial partnership with Graham Jones watching from a
Newcastle
different
assistant coach is Jermaine Jones.
Keeping a check on the
Jermaine Jones. And there's
pretty well so far.
Unai Emery.
2 wins. He never looks entirely
happy. And being in the last 15 home games, 1-8 and drawn 7. Obviously, the loss was to Arsenal in our first home game of the season. Oh, it's Watkins again.
Here's Watkins, who's made such a blistering start.
He's going for a record! He's hit the bar. He went for a record.
He is really in the mood, isn't he?
He's in the mood, he is. I think resting him against Southampton and PSG did him some good. He's now got loads of energy, ready to go for it. Ollie Watkins, Ollie Watkins, Ollie Watkins, he's in the mood, he is.
His pride will have been damaged by the fact that he's found himself no longer to be a first choice necessarily, with Marcus Rashford now on the scene.
Yeah.
Quite the start made by the Aston Villa striker, who was talked about as a potential target for Arsenal back in January.
Yeah, he was, but we rejected it.
John Duran, who left the club.
Yeah, it was Duran who left Al Nassr.
He's been top man here, hasn't he, for a few years, and it's hard to take then when you are getting relegated for somebody that's just come into the club.
Yeah. I mean, no taking him away from Rashford, he's been brilliant ever since he came in for Man United on loan.
From Bern. Here's Fabian Schär.
Back to Denver. Sevilla City fan.
On the goal.
I said, bastard, you're a cunt. You're a cunt. We ain't the Blues and we're gonna show it. We ain't the Blues and they fucking know it. With Bessie and Bertie and Mark and Ali, the boys are gonna do us fine. If you support the Blues, you're a blue-nosed bastard and you ain't no friend of mine. Come on, Villa. Yeah, bear in mind, Shrewsbury got relegated yesterday, and Matthias' best thing from their season was them beating Smallleaf.
Now, Sandro Tonali.
And they did get us for the PSG game, but like they didn't even try. Well, we tried.
Barnes again.
And it's Champions League against one of the best teams against Peter, but Blues and Peterborough. So I don't know what they're talking about. But Blues are fucked odds.
You thought that his Newcastle career might be over. He's reclaimed his pace consistently of late. Trippier looking now for Jacob Murphy.
There's Mings.
He's gone from underrated to
get away, Tyrone. You could have passed it back to Martinez.
Trippier.
You could have turned around and passed it back to Emiliano, then Martinez could have booted it.
Bruno Guimaraes with a cross.
At least Conte gets that header, but it's on to Barnes. But no, Rodgers gets the ball.
First and foremost, when you play Newcastle, you've got to compete.
That's Tielemans.
Physically,
obviously, Barnes and Tielemans are two former Leicester City players. Before Leicester went down. Good play between Asensio and Rodgers. Fans love that. Is Ian Maatsen?
Has found Ian Maatsen. Showed too much of it to Murphy.
Kamara against Joelinton.
Preventing Joelinton.
Sorry, free kicking well.
Jared Gillis is the referee, was close to it.
Hopefully we get no stupid corruption like the first game when Duran got sent off. I was fuming at that.
Newcastle team who are on a run of 5 Premier League wins in which they've scored in order 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 goals. And they have hit Villa for 6 before.
On this day 10 years ago, we beat Liverpool 2-1 to go to the FA Cup final. And 10 years later, we're in the semi-final again, this time playing Crystal Palace. Next Saturday at 5:15. I'll be doing a watch-along, don't worry guys.
Used him as a ladder there.
I mean, it's close, I will do a watch-along for Palace's Villa. I can't miss an FA Cup semi-final.
It's cleared by Yuri Tielemans.
It's McGinn. He was one of our best players against PSG, maybe our best. Don't understand how Dembele got player at a match. If I got player at a match in a football match, I didn't do anything. I would have given it to someone else. Definitely, I would have. It's Rodgers. Can't keep it.
There's Guimaraes.
Guimaraes.
Now Murphy. Isak's pulled out to the right.
It's Guimaraes again.
Bruno Guimaraes trying to slide
Isak. Terry for Isak.
Not particularly hard pass, that one.
With Man City winning, we've got to win today. That's just a given with Man City winning.
Yuri Tielemans, he's had a few.
Newcastle win the last 5, we've got to win.
We say that it's the best period of his
He
career.
loves a bit more than you know.
I think he's played better.
Wow. Emery. He loves a bit more than you know.
Less spectacular than some. He might not even have been going for Ollie Watkins, but he found him.
Defect off, I think, Shah. But yeah, Ollie Watkins has the record. Good, brilliant from McGinn. Rogers goes down. Asensio gives it to McGinn. McGinn back to Asensio.
And Pope was under pressure.
It's a free kick, of course.
Managed to do enough.
Keep his get protected like always.
But, in the process, there was a collision.
There's a head collision, it looks like. Sir Plutz Watkins has remained 7th top scorer in the league. And obviously, if he scores a hat-trick today, moved to the 6th top scorer in the league. Crazy how people will say he hasn't had a good season. Yeah, he could still finish in the top 10 in the Premier League top scorers. I think it's obvious Salah's going the Golden Boot. I think Isak's going to become second and then Haaland third. First time in the Premier League ever since he joined. Haaland's not going to get a Golden Boot.
2 tackles flying in. John McGinn, when he looks up, he's only really got Asensio to try and find.
Yeah, he's only got Asensio to try and find.
Nearly does it.
I nearly did it.
It's not unlike the John Duran one up at St James's Park on Boxing Day. I'm not saying this should be a red card. I didn't think the John Duran one should have been.
Yeah, the John Duran one shouldn't have been a red card. Should have been a yellow for both, really, in my opinion.
For that.
For Sher and Duran, then it should have been a yellow for both.
Well, Watkins seems all right. The incident has been looked at and cleared. Yeah, you're right. It is a bit like the John Duran one in the question of where a player puts his foot when he's got a player prone on the ground in front of him. Aston Villa did appeal that red card back in December.
Was wrongfully rejected.
Duran did end up serving the ban.
He shouldn't have served the ban. Otherwise, I don't think he probably would have left. I'll tell you this now, if Duran didn't get that 3-match ban, he would have stayed starting. That's for sure.
Watkins.
Unless he needed arrested or picked up a little injury.
Up there by McGinn. There's Asensio. Maatsen to Tielemans. Moving it around pretty quickly here.
That's a foul by Jonathan Kamara.
Emotional roller coaster of a night here on Tuesday, although Newcastle have played
Southampton
since then.
Go over derby for the least points in Premier League history after drawing West Ham earlier today. Super John McGinn. He's doing iron with his man. He's better than Zidane. We've got Super John McGinn. We've got McGinn. Ooh, Super John McGinn. I just don't think you understand. He's doing iron with his man. He's better than Zidane. We've got Super John McGinn. So if Newcastle lose today, being held. Send him off. Send him off, you stupid cunt.
The Swiss international.
That was a goal score opportunity.
Well, you could just feel the panic in the defender from up here. He didn't fancy chasing Ollie Watkins. He knew what Watkins wanted to do here, just make that bendy run into the channel, but he didn't want to go with him, so he thought he'd foul him.
Watkins could have got to that as well.
It's a little dangerous when it could be a judge.
So at a buying game, Watkins got fouled and the defender didn't get sent off.
It's a classic Watkins run, that.
Yeah, the classic Watkins run, to be fair. Obviously, they were calling for a foul and point of a red card.
On-field decision has been ratified, so it stays at yellow. Watkins,
of course it fucking does.
Question
it's against us, of course it will.
The position of the ball and Pope.
They hate us for being good.
Fabian Schär there.
They're too good, so they have to put in corruption.
Rattled like that, Fabian Schär.
Yeah, you got no reason to be rattled, mate. You just got away with one. Never liked these refs recently. But throw back to when Vieira and Keane clashed in mid-tunnel with Arsenal United. If that happened now, both players would be off. I don't want McGinn still near, but I like it. Although if he did get a touch on the ball, he'll be classed offside.
Well, he is risking an offside flag being raised, but he's moving out of the goalkeeper's way now as Tielemans clips it over the top. And it's Matty Cash.
Cash, poor touch.
The angle was difficult.
Gets the corner anyway. Got the shot off and gets the corner. Good for Matty Cash.
No surprise there.
So if we win this game, we go to the most informed team in the league. That Wolves' goal difference.
A little routine that very nearly came off.
Yeah, BRA! Yeah, BRA!
Gets the body in the way.
We'll be plus 8.
There he is. Take all the credit for it.
Yeah, BR or +9 actually with a win to that, and I'll get rid of the 4-1 defeat into Palace in the last 5. Yeah, it's wrong since
He pulls the corner back.
Abysmal performance, but we came back even stronger than ever from that.
Asensio thought about playing through to
6
Rodgers.
7.
Looks back
It's
instead to
Kamara.
Boubacar.
Deflected.
Deflection.
If he got that, it would have been some goal. He's only ever scored once for Villa. He has Boubacar Kamara. Let me have a look. If he's starting to Saints game, I can have a look. Okay, he didn't, but yeah, he came on. Yeah, Boubacar Kamara has only ever scored once for us, and that was in the League Cup last season.
Been a remarkably consistent performer for Aston Villa this season. This is his 49th start from 51 matches. He's only missed the 2 League Cup ties.
You can hear us singing from the stands of Villa Park. Goes short to Asensio. That'll be another corner, I believe, or will it come back? No. Or Madsen hits it, but way over.
Volley down.
Yeah, ambitious.
Ambitious for me and Madsen, to be fair. Can I move my... Could do that. I need to get my laptop mouse
the appreciation of Unai Emery.
The Villa boys from Aston. We travel near and far. You can hear us singing from the stands of Villa Park. Pope sends it upfield. Kamara wins a header. Rodgers gets the touch, but Livramento gets it. Oh, well in Kamara. I got the ball, you stupid ref.
The award of the free kick from Jared Gillett.
Having Leicester and FC 25, I got a ball and ref got a penalty.
Tackle, but
look, got the ball. Rodgers got the ball. Look, got the ball first. What are you on about, ref?
Trailing leg.
These refs are worse than I imagined. The FC 25 refs are worse. That's when we can admit FC 25 refs are way worse. We're going to Wembley. Gay Sarah, Gay Sarah, Sarah. Whatever will be. We're going to Wembley. Gay Sarah, Sarah.
Who curls one right across. And it's squeezed in.
He should have been sent off as well.
Who got the deflection for the Aston Villa goal?
He should have been fucking sent off earlier as well.
It is the response.
Because of a fucking corruption, he didn't.
It just looked so easy,
didn't it? Fucking. He's the one who should have been sent off.
To get a free header in.
I mean it. He's the one who should have been sent off.
Lovely delivery by Harvey Barnes.
Should have been sent off, otherwise it would have been 1-0 still. Like if it's Man City doing that challenge, I said, you know, Watkins, easy sending off against Man City.
There at the far stick.
But because we're Villa, they decided not to.
Fabian Schär, but what a vital intervention that is for
That's not Martinez's fault. Or Fabian should have been sent off, but as for the blame Martinez. Well, I mean, Schär should have been sent off for the Watkins challenge earlier.
Through the legs.
Well, it's the second time in a week that Fabian Schär has scored with a header for Jason Tyndall.
Yeah, don't serve him, man. You should have been sent off.
Wonderful header in the rout of Crystal Palace.
Although he did get away with
He has to pick his side up again after they'd made a really bright start.
Oh, here we go. Respond immediately. Oh, Asensio. And Rodgers can't keep it in play.
And Rodgers couldn't keep it in.
Can't believe it. I don't think he can. I mean, technically he's so good, Asensio. He's been in really good form in front of goal in the penalty area. Yes, it was zipped into him, but he wasn't unsighted. He saw it coming all the way.
Yeah, he saw it coming.
And that is a real let-off for Newcastle.
That is a let-off for Newcastle.
Bit of a bubbly one towards him, but you fancy him all day long.
Yeah, would have been 2-1 if he got a good touch on there.
Never had the look of a 0-0 this match.
Champions League, waits for me. Villa. Because Newcastle fans sing it, I thought I'd sing it in the Villa one.
Aston Villa on this long unbeaten run here in the Premier League. since they lost to Arsenal at the start of the campaign. They're 15 unbeaten here, but they lost a long unbeaten Premier League run here to Newcastle last season when
longest unbeaten runs, obviously the insane unbeaten run in 22-23 towards the end of the start of 23-24
on the score sheet again.
November 01 to, I think, give me an April 02 or something. Hang on, hang on, let me go back. February to November 2001, yeah. And this unbeaten run lasts from September 14th to present.
Back by Matt. Here's Tielemans.
He's pulling him, ref. He's pulling him.
The pressure. Asensio going down, getting the free
kick. Gets a free kick.
And getting on with it. This is Rodgers.
Well, good ball right to Asensio from Rodgers.
In the middle.
Watkins in the middle.
Shares there to cut it out, but it's straight to John
McGinn.
McGinn. McGinn's cross.
And Pope gets there.
Comes.
Well, it's very watchable, this match. Action at both ends. Lovely pace to the game.
Yeah, so far everything you'd expected it to be, because they both have the same aim.
Yeah, we both have the same aim.
Sure,
Champions League
in the
football.
Champions League next season. Villa for the second year in a row. Newcastle after a 1-year absence. Newcastle in their last Champions League campaign, of course, had their own heartbreak against PSG with the penalty that was awarded against
same ref that robbed
us, that deprived them of
as well
2 points in the group.
I guess Newcastle fans could stress me comment that ref robbed both of us.
Stuffing out of them. Share.
Good job, Batson.
Cleared by Matson. Here's Tonali. Back to Jacob Murphy.
Back to Newcastle. Jacob Murphy's been really in form lately. Yeah, Matt's over here by him.
The pass was just asking too much of the Newcastle captain.
Yeah, that pass asked too much of Bruno Guimaraes.
Eventful start for him.
Yeah, Harvey Barnes having a great spell, and that's a lovely ball, lovely assist.
Matson loses his man.
And Cher's probably surprised to see that one squirm through the legs of the goalkeeper.
Yes, he won't be happy with that one, will he, Emi Martinez? Here's Tielemans.
It's on focus on the game. Kamara.
Camera to Mings.
Back to Tyra Mings.
Cash.
Of course Cash would do that instead of running with it.
Here's Konsa.
Though Punish had no choice.
Now McGinn.
It's McGinn. Can't keep it, but at least we can. Aye, ref. Give me a yellow card.
By Guimaraes.
Or it's giving them a free kick.
Decision. Gillett.
He's come down on his foot there.
Oh, his foot left side.
He did.
No ball like on Tielemans' stomach. It's like. Accepted Bruno as a foul, mate.
Tielemans didn't require any on-field attention in the end.
Yeah, got back on his own. At least getting seriously hurt. Because this season he's been one of our best players. Martinez sends it towards Rodgers and Watkins. Thrown to us.
It's been such a momentous season already. Here's Konsa, who was alongside Burn for his England debut.
Yeah. Here's Rodgers. Tielemans. Watkins.
Watkins finds Cash.
Cash. It's over the head by Cash.
Yuri Tielemans.
Yeah, plenty of men in the box. They do look a threat, Villa, when they go forward.
Crazy, 8 weeks ago, 5:30 be sunset. Now the sun's well high, and the sun goes down like half an hour after the game.
Here's Livramento.
If I'm right, if it's over half an hour. Yeah, 45 minutes after the game should be finished, or 50 minutes, the sun goes down. When it be pitch dark, like 2 months ago, when the game be finished. One against Chelsea to the
really good game, spearheading that attack.
And one against Brentford, it was pitch dark when that game finished. In early March. Tielemans. Asensio, back to Tielemans. Now Kamara. Asensio. Madsen, good play this. He'll be finishing the end of it. That's a free kick. Yeah, Bruno, you can't deny it, mate. You fouled our player.
Disbelieving of Jared Gillett's decision.
Yeah, he just got done by a bit of skill, the Newcastle captain here.
Yeah, so done by skill, mate. That's the magician of Asensio. The magic of Marco Asensio, that is.
Quick feet, and Guimaraes couldn't get out of the way. He didn't want to get out of the way.
Yeah, Asensio was holding his jaw.
And then he breaks the foul.
And the consequence is a free kick that Newcastle are going to have to defend here.
Yeah.
Asensio takes some advice from Tielemans, but that's all it is.
Looks like Asensio's taking it.
Asensio himself.
Begins to do the same tactic. He knows what he's doing.
Watkins!
Oh, he knows what he's doing, Asensio. We just nearly scored for me. Watkins again for woodwork.
Camera.
McGinn.
Now McGinn.
Cash. Better pass it back from here. Cash sends it in.
Cash with the cross towards Tyrone Mings.
Asensio
didn't really catch it cleanly.
Didn't catch it cleanly. Watkins.
Cleared in the end by Dan Burn.
Come on, don't give it to Isak.
Only Watkins getting
well done, Kamara. Told you, no, don't give it to Isak and you listen to me. Well done, Boubacar. Asensio knew what he's doing, and Watkins nearly got the record. For the second time this game, he nearly got it.
I think they'd be getting a bit tighter though to the biggest
second time this game now with it woodwork. Watkins hit the bar earlier and now he's hit the post. And both come off only Watkins, he's on fire today, he is. Could have had a hat-trick already.
Here's Cher.
Cher. Undoubtedly should have been sent off earlier.
Tonali. This is Guimaraes.
Behind Joe Linton for Barnes. Back to Joe Linton. Good job, Cash.
Is aiming for the corner and
covering and Livramento.
Cash.
Although he had to give away a corner. Sorry, chat.
Cher and Burn late getting forward. Waiting on
13,000 in my whole end, nearly 14,000 exact.
Tonali who showed for him, making the angle for Trippier to cross.
Rogers going headed back.
Guimaraes was coming in this time.
Gets a goal kick. Good job, Ian Madsen. Always like it when he starts. Has that pace they can go forward with. Martinez goes to Rogers, but he can't keep it. Livramento. Barnes. Joelinton.
Here's Joelinton.
Don't give him a chance, guys. Just as I always say, don't give him a chance. Otherwise, they could take it.
Barnes. Followed by Cash. Share.
Passing it around by now, Newcastle. Boring!
This is Gimarais. Tielemans putting him under
Put
pressure.
pressure on him.
Watkins
Stop the boreness.
carrying that
I'm
on
passing
here.
it around all the time.
This is Rogers against Byrne, but he releases
What I do
it
is launch
quickly
upfield, I would.
to Tino Livramento.
I'll just call.
Just a link up there with
I'll just
Barnes.
call a strike and make a run, then just send it.
For being under pressure at one end, they broke quickly enough and they got their
Corner.
reward with a corner.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, as soon as I said
created an
boring
awful
for the
lot
way
in
Newcastle
front
played,
of
they go
chances.
centre
Certainly haven't
field.
had the moments
Lol.
Villa have had. So in one way they'll be feeling
Oh,
fairly
it's 10
fortunate
games. If Villa win
to
them.
be level in this game.
Oh, main scrum isn't working.
It looks like the plan for
Eight
Jason
shots for us
Tindall's
so
team
far
has
this
been to get those crosses into the far post, which brought them joy for the goal from a free kick. They were aiming for that
So
for
corner
their last
for
corner,
Newcastle.
but
Trippier taking
Tonali
it.
hasn't shown for this one, so Trippier
And Martinez gets it.
It's a disappointment, an easy pick at that time for Emi Martinez.
That's because I think it's something. And he's gone towards Watkins.
To release Ollie Watkins.
He's going to get it as well. Great ball from Martinez.
Time for others to get forward. McGinn has now, and it's
Oh, McGinn got
McGinn
forward.
was looking for.
And he's hit Tonali, looks like.
Such was the determination of Tonali to get there. He
Gets him up as well.
injured himself in an accidental coming together with John McGinn.
Really
Yeah,
hard to get
Biello.
Martinez into Watkins.
Hold tenders in the sky. Yeah, BRA. Yeah, BRA. Looks like McGinn accidentally caught Tonali. That's how he injured himself.
The team so far getting as good as they get. Yuri Tielemans
Tielemans at the corner.
with the corner
We
here for
scored for
Aston
me a
Villa.
couple of times this season. See if we can do it again. He's gone short to
McGinn.
McGinn. Be another one.
Mixing it up today, Villa, with these set pieces.
Second half, I feel like if it's still like this, bring Rashford, Garcia, and Malin on, and Ramsey. It's a good corner, but Jonathan gets it from Tielemans' corner. Here's Kamara. Tielemans swings it back in.
Cleared by
Let's
Cher.
go. Be caught by Tonali. Now Newcastle can break. Get back, villains. Get back. Oi! Konza, get back in position. Konza, get back in your position, mate. We need you in defence. It's going to be Cash's ball, but he can't do anything about it yet. Back to Isak. He can shoot, so don't let him draw past you. Tonali's going to shoot.
Tonali!
Told you he's going to shoot. I knew from a second he got a ball he was going to have a
Maybe
proper
he
goal.
was a little unsighted because this caused Martinez more problems than you thought it would.
Martinez got a bit unsighted, but he made the
Gets that
save.
little deflection off Konsa to make it a bit more awkward.
Konza's there. How can you deflect off him? Alan Smith. Wembley again. Wembley again. Wembley again. Ole ole. Wembley again. Ole ole. Wembley again. Ole ole. Wembley again. Wembley again. Wembley again. Ole ole.
A danger from corners. And
So
Kieran Trippier over the latest.
Trippier to take the corner again for Newcastle. You know what's Burn? That'll be a goal kick. Burns, I think Dan Burns is one of the tallest outfield players on the pitch, if not the tallest. So, some corners we've got to watch out for. Gareth Barry, he's one of our own. Gareth Barry, Villa legend he is. Was part of the incredible 07-08 and 08-09 teams. Obviously, two of his former clubs coming together on Tuesday. Obviously, we go to the
on
Etihad.
Tuesday on Sky Sports. Our coverage beginning at 7 o'clock.
Yeah, That's a massive game, that.
Trip for
Obviously, I
Villa.
got rescheduled because of our
Journey to
participation in
what
the
I
FA
hope will
Cup
be
semi-finals.
a second successive qualification for
And obviously, Man City also in the
Europe's
semi-finals too.
primary
Would have got
competition.
rescheduled if anyway if one of the teams were in it.
There's Isak.
Isak can't do much. Madsen was there to stop him.
Playing it against
They
him.
stopped Ronan
This
Alexandra.
feeling
Wasn't
being
that bad of a
held
shirt,
back
Paul?
by Tielemans.
Alexander, whatever. I think it's Alexander Isak.
So elusive.
Yeah. Just call him Alex
There was
Isak
a
for
little
short.
grab on the shoulder, but not enough.
Yeah, problem with every time we face him is he scores in nearly every game he plays. Like, as is the truth there, he scores in almost every game he plays. Ever since
Here's Tyrone Mings.
like October, he scored I think over 20 goals this season.
Joe Linton.
Maybe just about less.
Here's Livramento.
It's Barnes.
Joe Linton.
Tonali was going to pop again, but there's no point in defending it away. Good job, Madsen. Wins it. Good job, Madsen. Really. Won it off. Jacob Murphy.
For Aston Villa's purposes.
Can't keep it, but I sense we can get it. What's Tielemans going to do? Good passing. He sends it to Kamara.
Who takes it on the turn.
Now Rodgers. Watkins and McGinn at the middle. He's gone alone. Wins us the corner. Good job, Rodgers.
Watkins scored.
It's beautifully crafted, that one. Lovely ball by Tielemans into camera. Gets Villa on the front foot. Gets Newcastle backtracking.
Yeah, got Newcastle backtracking. You could have went low, but he went for power and saved by Nick
Been
Pope.
heavily involved, really. This first half an hour or so.
Nick Pope's been heavily involved. We
Scored
go for
on
it.
33 seconds, and that's their
Fatigue what?
first shot on
We're
target.
still going for it,
since.
even though we had PSG on Tuesday. Probably because Newcastle also played that midweek as well.
Tielemans with a corner.
Tielemans swings it in. Pope
Got away from Nick Pope.
got away from him. Back to Madsen.
The Newcastle goalkeeper could have gone anywhere.
Tielemans wins it. Konza leaves it for Cash.
Here's Cash.
Konza. Get it to Madsen. Get it to Madsen. Or okay. To Mings, into Madsen, yeah. Or to Cash, because they're both in space. The two fullbacks.
Tielemans. Trying to set Watkins off. Share meets that one though. Again. By Joe Linton.
Asensio got it. My screen went off, but when it came back on.
Rodgers giving it back to him.
There's Madsen.
Here's Ian Madsen.
Stop passing it around and just go for it. Yeah, I'll just go for it. I would. I'll just send the ball in and run. They cross it now.
Rodgers.
Tielemans, he can send the ball. Back to Madsen. He's going to send the ball in. Of course he'd white out. Rodgers to Madsen.
Just combines with Ian Madsen.
He should get a throw in. At the end of the day. Tielemans, you can swat one. Just let him get a bit closer for man. Let him get a bit of a better angle, and he'll rip one.
Really well. Such a clever player.
And you'll rip it in.
And he's got time on the ball to lift his head. Ollie Watkins is always looking to
Cash
make
looking
a
for it. Tielemans
Cash
finds
has made
him.
the run this time, and he
Couldn't quite get it.
pick it out.
Do a slash score notifications.
Just bedded in well under Unai Emery eventually. Might have been a bit frustrated at the start, but he wasn't getting regular action.
Yeah.
He's coming to his own this season.
Yeah, Tielemans coming to his own. He's been a regular starter and a great player for us.
He was the one who started the comeback.
Most touches this season.
Europe in midweek,
His
Euro
match start.
Tielemans with a deflected
And he started to come against PSG with his fourth
gave
goal
Aston
of the
Villa their
season.
lead here.
They were singing from the stands of Villa Park. Allez, allez. Jonathan's got a bit of tape on the back of his right knee. Don't know what it could be. Well, I've seen that with some players before where they have tape on their legs because of an injury they've been carrying.
This is Byrne.
I remember it happened with I think Dele Alli back in his first days at Tottenham. He had that on his left or right knee while he was doing sensational for it when he was one of the best wanted kids in the world. So what happened to Dele Alli?
Rogers.
Oh, Rogers!
Brilliantly there. Sidestep Jacob Murphy.
I think it's brought down.
And it took Joe Linton's intervention to stop him.
There's too many players to beat there. Joe Linton makes a tackle from behind.
Might help him out. But that was brilliant from Rogers.
Footwork in here.
Yeah, but the footwork from Morgan Rogers was just unreal.
He was going to do well not to concede a free kick.
That's the footwork of prime Jack Grealish, that is, Morgan Rogers. If not better than prime Jack Grealish.
He does.
Yeah, I don't get them. I can't do it with Rogers Chan.
Caution picked up by a Newcastle player, and Joe Linton is now past the point where 10 yellow cards would lead to a suspension, but he has got to be wary of being booked in every single remaining Premier League match, otherwise he could miss the start of the next campaign for 15 bookings this season.
He could do as well, so Jonathan's got to be careful of that. And it'd be a big miss for Newcastle if he missed the start of next season. If I ever go to Newcastle, if I ever go to a away game, it's definitely not going to be Newcastle away because it's too far.
Hooked in by Jacob Murphy.
Well, it is one of the best stadiums in England.
Played flat by Martinez, and what a ball with which he's picked out Ollie Watkins.
Not sure if he's offside.
Watkins teasing Share again, but no takers.
They've got a good little ball between them, haven't they? Goalkeeper and centre forward. Not the first time the keeper's picked him out. He slipped, so
Martinez slips and still picks up
exactly
Watkins.
How he wanted to, but he still finds him.
And Watkins could have drawn past him and been waiting for Son and Rogers on the
He's just such a good target, Watkins, with his movement.
Yeah, he'll be a target for the Newcastle defenders today. He will.
Always offering a pass.
Yeah, this is his first goal, assisted by Yuri Tielemans again.
Right foot goal.
So Tielemans now has 7 assists this season in the Premier League. Yes, 7 assists.
The left foot effort.
The 2 goals coming against Arsenal and Liverpool.
Game as well.
Rogers. Asensio was onside, but Byrne ensured that the ball didn't reach him.
Yeah, wasn't checking, but Asensio was onside.
Murphy to Isak.
And the defenders did well. Newcastle defenders did well. Couldn't talk again.
Give Rice. Isak pulls it back across.
Isak pulls it back across.
It's Livramento trying to place
Livramento, shot blocked. Get it away!
Asensio coming under pressure from
Get it away!
Battling and got there ahead of Martinez, who finally grabbed it to safety.
God's sake, man. I say get it away, and Asensio just has to go backwards.
Well, then if Tonali was anticipating a connection with the keeper,
are they wanting to concede or something? Like, I swear, if they ever did that, I would say they wanted to concede. Although Asensio did have Tonali on him, and Livramento, to be fair.
Maybe think he's going to nick it past the keeper.
Rogers. Watkins again.
Watkins.
Hey!
Ref! He thinks about it. And it's a shake of the head.
Who's this ref? I swear to God, he's worse than Anthony Taylor. Hit it.
Not easy for the ref. I'm not sure if he had a clear, unobstructed view.
All these refs are against us, I swear.
Share commits himself.
It clearly catches him.
I think Watkins hit Share's leg more than the other way round.
Are you serious, Alan Smith? Let's have a look again.
Not a penalty for me.
Yeah, Clay catches him.
Michael Salisbury, who is checking these things in Stockley Park, agrees with you. No penalty.
So we're into stoppage time now. 3 minutes. There's Rashford.
The arrival of Marcus Rashford is getting that extra little bit out of Ollie Watkins.
Yeah, he's getting that extra. To be fair though, he's getting that extra bit out of Ollie Watkins, that is, the arrival of Rashford.
Yeah, been a brilliant first half performance from Ollie Watkins, no question.
Yeah, great first half performance from Ollie, that's for sure. Yeah, Rashford's not scored at Villa Park yet, although he scored in all his other games. He scored 3 goals away from home, 2 in the FA Cup and 1 against Brighton at the Premier League. The referee's a wanker. The referee's a wanker.
Rogers
loses it, then gets it again.
Here's Consa.
Don't see a goal before half time, we don't. Consa's given it away.
Here's Bruno Guimaraes.
Livramento cutting inside. Guimaraes over. Thank Christ for that.
Yeah, they've been kicking themselves, Villa. They gave the ball away.
Can't keep giving the ball away like that.
Sloppily.
Can't keep doing it. Give it
a
a ball
half to watch though between 2 informed sides.
Yeah.
Scoring goals.
Well, from his perspective, they know they can put a decent distance between themselves and Aston Villa if they were to win here.
Bring up feel like he always does. I said it was late in the game, I don't think he would.
If they do
and we have the lead.
Maximum here.
Or if we were lose or neither win, we go for it.
Well, they need victory to go into the top.
That's soft, ref, come on. That's soft. As it stands, we'd go 6th and Newcastle will go.
Goal difference, which is now positive, but
and
much
3
worse
points to Nottingham Forest.
Yeah, much worse.
Obviously, Forest play Tottenham Monday, so Tottenham can do us a favour.
Games.
Sorry, guys. Bless me. Probably the first time it's happened in a watch-along. Me sneezing. Oh, Cash! What are you doing, Matty? Watch this now. They're going to go and score. Or maybe not. Rallying John McGinn. Clear it, Tyro. At least he actually listened.
By Watkins from Dan Burn.
That's good from Watkins. That'll be half time, surely.
Hard to win it back. And gave Watkins little room for manoeuvre there.
Half time.
Well, half time. And it is even. Villa got off to the best of starts. 33 seconds was all it took for Ollie Watkins to score.
33 seconds all it took.
Hitting the goal
for Ollie Watkins
twice. But Newcastle needed a response, and the man who deflected in Watkins' goal was the one who provided it. Fabian Schär heading in from close range.
Should have been sent off though.
Disappointed with conceding the equaliser, but at half-time it is level. Villa 1, Newcastle 1.
1-1. So far a good performance, but it could have been better. And Bubba's stupid ref, Joe Gillett, Schär, for that holding on Watkins, he should have been sent off. Clearly, there was no other goal scoring opportunity, and Watkins could have got to that. And probably scored. Or probably what a ref didn't give it was he had a sense of Watkins would miss the chance. But I don't know. But easily, that could have been a red card, and I think it should have been a red card. Let me what you guys think about it, because I think that should have been a red.
It's there, deep in your mind. You can solve its name without us even saying it. There it is. Told you.
When it comes to the beautiful game, we're here for it all. From the grandstand to the grassroots. Barclays has invested millions into
Yeah, chat. Thoughts on my first half.
Because there is no football without grassroots. Search Barclays Football. Find out more.
Enjoy cracking Easter deals at Asda with this lamb leg rollback to half price. And selected fresh veg now only 8p. Make Asda your on-hot Easter shop. That's Asda price.
Conte was unreal. Against PSG, obviously got the own great goal, but obviously got us to win one.
So Watchalong, he's friendly.
Let's go with this first score. Oh, it's qualifying for F1. Forgot that was on. When you're like a stroll out. Yeah, chat. I may keep it on Formula 1, so be aware. I don't do watching on Stefan qualifying, chat. I only do it at races. By the way, chat, if anyone who's subbed to my main channel, Genside Gaming, F1 Watchalong tomorrow, Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. Well, maybe, but I'm not sure though. Since it's Easter Sunday, I may cancel it, but I don't know. And next week it's the FA Cup. The FA Cup semi-final. It's inbound. Can Villa reach the FA Cup final? 10 years on from the last time we did it. And we'll see. If we do, I'll go ballistic. Honestly, I will. But then I can't say we're going to win it because we don't know who's going to get through yet, because they've got the other game on Sunday, which is between Nottingham Forest and Manchester City, if I go to the FA Cup on Flash Score. Yeah, Man City plays Sunday against Nottingham Forest, so we can't say we're going to win it yet because we don't know who we got, and we don't know what teams are going to play. That's the issue. That's the issues. But the draw's been pretty kind to us. Although Tottenham was a tough game to have, we still beat him 2-0, 2-1. Should have been 2-0 if it wasn't a late goal. And West Ham, we came back late against them. I was hoping in the round of 32 we'd get Birmingham, aka Smalley, but we didn't. Like, I honestly wish then we actually got them. Because trust me, chat, I would have loved it if Villa got Smalley. If we ever get Smalley, if it's not in a quarter-final or a semi-final, I'll do a watch-along anyway, because it's the second City derby. Or any Midlands rivals, of course. West Brom, Coventry, Wolves, you name it. But yeah, it was because Tonali gave it to Watkins. Oh no, Tonali gave it to Tielemans, and Watkins' movement again. Yeah, got his shot away early, and it crept in. Yeah, I should have been a red. I don't know what that Joe Gillett was playing at. Should have been a red card easily. Happened to Watkins with Mancana early in the season and he didn't get sent off. Stupid, man. But Mancana probably should have been 2 yellow cards that game. Yeah, and he scored after. Probably because ref wanted him to score. Hang on a minute. What the No, no, surely not. Hang on. 8 minutes at added time. That's fucking 21 minutes added on between Brentford and Brighton. Fuck off. Nah, that's mad, that. That is mad. 20 minutes plus stoppage time. That's basically like half an extra time. Fuck me. Although the highlights were released an hour ago. Yeah, Watkins hit a wood like twice. Yeah, I'll watch the highlights later. But yeah, Jesus, 20 plus minutes at a time, that's a fucking piss take that was. I bet you Brentford were pissed off about that. Because when Brighton came and scored twice and then made it 4-4. Yeah, second half in a couple of minutes, chat. Yeah, should have been sent off though. End of. Just gonna leave this here. I love that from Delaware Dish on Instagram. Yeah, ref was awful. It wasn't red for Sharon. It wasn't a penalty on Watkins. There were 2 items for teams were announced. You obviously rotated the squad we did for this game. Mainly because, obviously, yeah. Mainly because of the tightness from Champions League. Marcus Rashford has never been happier during his own spell at Aston Villa so far. He has benefited from a change of scenery and has really appreciated Unai Emery's man management. They'll have the option to buy 40 million, although no definitive answer has been made yet. Rashford's actually been pretty pleased with Villa, to be fair. Yeah, it'd be a bargain. 40 mil for Rashford would be a fucking bargain. I'd love to have Rashford at Villa, but I've also got a Rashford shirt up in the corner, where up in the middle of the screen, top middle of the screen. Oh yeah, Sky. I'll keep it on the F1 qualifying wheel now.
Because we're owned by our members, we put members first. Nationwide, a good way to bank. Baby skin is just so incredible. It's so delicate. There's nothing softer. That's why I'm
Nikita just started. There we go. So there's no effect to hit F1 chat, I'm just keeping an eye on it while I'm doing this. There's Piastri on his flying that. Yeah, if you guys know from my main channel, I've been an F1 fan for over a decade. So I'll probably have a look at it over the football, to be honest, because football I've only watched it since 2018. Because when I was a kid, I was never really interested in football. Actually, I'll turn this down a bit. Turn that more one. What's the time? Okay, I'll get second half up on here, although we are only 2 minutes away from it. Actually, I'll wait until they get off this break. This ad break. Yeah. Get off the ad break and get us into the second half, Sky Sports. Piaggio's quickest in Q2, 1:27.6 from the Aussie. Verstappen, jeez. That's what being the fastest driver does to you. Being the best driver at the grid does to you. Second half. Yeah, Ferrari for Leclerc now. Yeah, it's right now. I'm watching it. I'm not going to show it on my camera though, because I'll probably get blocked for copyright claim.
What a terrific first half we've seen. Teams again threading one of those brilliant through balls. And Ollie Watkins back in the starting lineup is making hay. He's had
equal up on the Hall's record.
In the first half, but Cher, who's had the job of trying to keep him quiet, has equalised. All to play for.
Yeah, all to play for, and substitutes will be made. They're going to bring Anthony Gordon on, of course they are. Norris quickest.
And a really big moment as well for Aston Villa. Not just Ollie Watkins, who's had some great moments in front of goal, but Asensio had a really big opportunity.
Yeah, Asensio had a really big opportunity for 2-1.
Life savings on him in this position. He's got such a cultured left.
Yeah, he's so really converted that now and then.
Is that a player low on confidence, you think, because of the
probably on confidence because of
but he's been in such
the 2 penalty misses against Southampton.
Scoring plenty of goals. I wouldn't have thought so. He just gets it wrong. It happens. But the one player you would want coming into that position is normally him. But it's there has been so many chances for this game.
They've got options, Aston Villa. Would they be thinking of,
we have
because of the way that
options.
Watkins is playing, the trouble he's causing Newcastle, they can try and get Marcus Rashford involved in this contest as well?
Yeah, that'd be the challenge for Emery, to try and get Rashford on the pitch with Watkins, because obviously a huge threat to bring off the bench, and Watkins is having a great game so far, so I'm sure he'll be looking to do that at some stage. So we've obviously played against him. We've got some attributes in it. He comes in on that side, that left-hand side, one of those players that you're praying for.
Yeah, Rashford going back off now.
Inside, you're outside, shoulder.
He'll be introduced some point.
But someone with you so you can double up on him, because he can go both ways. He's so powerful. He's got a hammer foot. He can cut inside. He's a top player.
What do you think Newcastle are thinking right now, Matt?
I think they'll want to stay in the game for the next sort of 10-15 minutes. They've given a good account of themselves. I think the longer the game goes on, better for Newcastle. I think Villa really need to win the game. Newcastle will probably take a draw. And you look at Newcastle's bench, so much depth.
Start the second half now.
Wilson's got goals. So yeah, it'll be interesting second half.
Well, let's hope the second half's as good as the first. Adam Smith and Rob Hawthorne.
Well, the grounds of both Aston Villa and Newcastle contain the truly authentic atmosphere of the Premier League, which this season, from the home side's point of view, has carried on into the Champions League, and from Newcastle's perspective,
Tenders in the sky. Yeah, BLA. Yeah, BLA.
In the first half, the 50th that Aston Villa have managed in the Premier League this season. They've just been a little too leaky at the other end, which is why they still have some catching up to do.
Here's McGinn.
Here is Yuri Tielemans. 5 games left.
Yeah, Watkins with the goal in the first minute. 5 games left at the Premier League.
These teams.
After this.
There's Guimaraes. Now Tino Livramento has adapted well to playing as the left back.
Watkins' goal actually was our 50th league goal this season.
Tonali.
Looks like we won't score as much as we did last season, but we'll definitely concede less by the looks of it.
Big part to play in this fixture, 2 goals.
Unless we just don't keep a clean sheet in the last 5.
Corners, a goal already in this one. After a yellow card when...
quite crazy, at the start of the season, we only kept, I think, 3 clean sheets until we played Brentford, and now we have 6 clean sheets.
End of the John Duran challenge where he saw red back in December. Trippier. Now Murphy.
Yeah, Duran gave Watkins a good run for his money. Back to Murphy for Newcastle.
Restricted by Morgan Rogers.
Albon goes 6 Williams. What's better than watching just one football on this channel? Watching F1 and football together. In the sky. Yeah, BRA! Yeah, BRA!
Successive Premier League double against Aston Villa. They haven't managed that since their first 2 seasons in the Premier League.
I'll be in Barholton in 2 weeks, chat.
Trippier's head up.
I'm going to reveal it to you now. I'm going to Villa vs Fulham, chat. I ain't going to be doing a vlog, I think, but if I can, I will release a short video or 2. I don't feel like I'm ready to do a vlog yet on football matches whenever I go.
Asensio.
Tielemans easily dispossessed, man.
Tonali did well to keep his balance. Livramento
We got a
using
fucking
Barnes
score
on the
now.
outside of him.
It's a bit earlier,
Barnes cross.
Again. Sorry.
Away by Mings.
Asensio. He's McGinn now. Send Watkins. Send Watkins. Or go Rogers. Okay. Okay.
Rogers joins in now.
He's sent in now.
It's Bernard who goes with Watkins this time.
Bernard goes with Watkins. Surprised Bernard actually kept up now in this pace.
Matson.
Tielemans. Oh, Watkins trying to get him, but Dan Burn got the head up. I hope this isn't my last goal of the season for Ollie Watkins, because last season he scored one goal in the last 5 Premier League games.
Teams given their midweek exertions, but both have been nice and bright. No sign of those energy levels slipping.
Yeah, no sign of the energy levels slipping for both teams.
Here's Mings.
Mings to Konsa.
This is Konsa. It's a little rush that time, and Cher finds Kieran Trippier.
Watch on ball, Antonelli has the ball swings in. Man, Mings gets it.
He's heading for Isak, that ball in.
Murphy his way past Tielemans, pulls it back for Guimaraes. Asensio bumps into.
Guimaraes carries on, but well done, Emiliano.
Mings.
Well done, role number 1.
Preventing Guimaraes from going all the way.
Antonelli improving on his current lap for
Look at
Mercedes.
his way through here, sheer persistence for Guimaraes.
Don't know if he found his way in, but Mings held him off so Martinez could get the ball. Asensio, Tielemans. Rogers against Tonali. Beats him.
Rogers away from Tonali.
Tries to find him again.
And he's got there.
Oh, McGinn gets there. Wins us a corner.
Good well, Nick Pope, just to pull out to that challenge. I'm sure John McGinn was hoping for a bit of contact there because he knew he was going to get to that ball first.
Yeah.
Good goalkeeping.
Yeah, good goalkeeping from Nick Pope. But that was brilliant from McGinn. Oliver Behrman. And he's debuted last season in Jeddah in F1 in my Ferrari car. Now he's in a Haas car, and does it improve? That's Behrman out of qualifying. Starting 12th at best, but Aljaron's also improving. Tielemans swings it in.
That's a cross.
How really left that?
Left the ball behind.
Aljar improves, but can't get out. Lawson
seeking out Isak.
does.
There's Rogers.
Could be Lawson's first appearance in Q3 this season for RB now, not on the Red Bull. I think Hamilton's going to be out here. Now Hamilton's through. Cool. Nice one, Lewis. The Villa boys from Aston. We travel near and far. Gasly goes 8th for Alpine. All eyes on Alonso and Tsunoda now. As Lawson, Hadjar and Behrman are out. I'm not sure if Alonso's going to make a big improvement, but he can at least go ahead of Behrman and maybe Hadjar. And does. I actually predicted that as well. Tsunoda knocks Albon out. To the Villa boys from Aston. We travel near and far. You can hear us singing from the stands of Villa Park. Asensio with the corner. Oh, Tielemans off the line. Back to Maatsen. Why is he not shooting?
Drives it back across.
Tonali off the line. Oh, well in John McGinn. That's a true captain.
Well, he stayed on his toes. I mean, they've tried a few set-piece routines, Villa. This one was a new one for the game. It's going wide, but
it was going wide, to be fair.
Stick does his job.
Ooh, Super John McGinn. I just don't think you understand. Zunai Wisman, Verventigan. We've got Super John McGinn. We've got McGinn. Ooh, Super John McGinn. I just don't think you understand. Zunai Wisman, he's better than Zidane. We've got Super John McGinn.
Performers staying fit week in, week out. It's a blessing, a luxury these days.
It's a mouthful a bit. Keita just finished for F1.
Success. And whatever happens this season, it's been an immense success for Newcastle United.
Send it. It's McGinn.
Watkins knew he would have been offside.
Yeah, Watkins was off, that's why he left it. So, good on Watkins for leaving it, although it could have been he could have got a right free kick if he just went for it.
1955 was the last time before the Carabao Cup this season that Newcastle had won a domestic trophy.
Yeah, 70-year wait. We're waiting 30 years nearly for a trophy up.
They haven't won it since, although they're in with a shout this
last
year. Semi-final
cup
comes up
success
next week,
was
so they have got
the 96 League Cup win.
big game at the Etihad to come before then.
It was against Leeds.
Wembley deck with Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace team that were blown away by Newcastle in midweek.
Was it against Leeds or ever?
Here's Kieran Trippier. Murphy.
Is Murphy.
The pressure was good from Maatsen.
Pressure from Maatsen, but free kick Newcastle.
Given against him.
Both managers knew this was going to be tough, but it was probably going to be tight. That's how it's turning out. Jones has left the laptop now to accompany Jason Tindall on the bench.
Yeah, against Leeds United, 3-0 in the 96 League Cup.
That's winning the tackle.
When we last won a trophy.
Yuri Tielemans.
March 96. Oh, good touch by Maatsen. Bad pass at the end of it. Oh, well in Tielemans.
By Tielemans, and he gets it back.
Tielemans gets it back. It's Rogers.
In slid Fabian Schär.
Kamara. That's just shoot, but doesn't. Pialo. Whole tenders in the sky. Yeah, Pialo. Yeah, Pialo. Asensio. Free kick to Villa. Somewhere in Bruno, ref's on your side.
involved in a few of these.
Yeah.
He did try and take a quick free kick, but he wasn't ready.
Stupid ref. Can't even let us take a quick free kick.
Well, Newcastle got their goal from a free kick in this kind of situation. So what do Unai Emery and his coaching staff have up their sleeves here? Essentially,
Yeah, what do they do? What do they have up their sleeves? Let's find out.
Easing away from that 18-yard box. Trying to keep Villa out.
Asensio waits.
Asensio does the
Now he goes.
again and then curls it in
He knows
towards
what it means,
Tyrone
but
Mings, whose header was
can't
always
keep it
going
down.
away from goal. Well, it could be a decisive day in the Premier League with both relegation and the title on the line. Ipswich against Arsenal kicks us off from 1
I
o'clock
was
on
shocked
Sky
if
Sports
Arsenal lost
Premier
that, to
League,
be fair.
followed by Leicester
If
against
we did
Liverpool
get through against
from
PSG and completely
4:30.
insane comeback, we would have had Arsenal in the Champions League semi-finals.
Table in both those games.
We're in the first all-English tie of the season in Europe.
Unlikely though it is to happen,
What's
Newcastle
first
are the one
all-UK tie of the
team
season
other
in
than Arsenal who could
Europe.
actually overtake Liverpool by winning all of their remaining games.
Yeah,
But I did say it was unlikely.
but obviously I think Arsenal are putting all the baskets into a Champions League push.
Here's McGinn.
That's all they can do anyway.
That's the most
Yeah,
league
don't blame
defenders
Arsenal
at
for
the
doing
start of
that.
the second half, Newcastle
Because
anyway.
basically right now the league's basically over for them, so they're saying why not put all their baskets into try and win the Champions League. No, he's calm, but mate.
McGinn.
McGinn keeps going.
Burn arrives
Free
ahead
kick.
of
At the end of the
Martin
day.
Cash. Referee played an advantage there.
Play advantage and gave a free kick.
Foul
Get it back.
on
If he's about to start, so might as well get on.
Yeah, he's in a good position, Jared Gillett, and he wanted to play the advantage.
I could be starting in a minute. Go wait 2 minutes. Yeah, Tielemans did win over assist walking, as I said earlier. Fit to referee! You're not fit to referee! You're not fit! You're not fit! You're not fit to referee! You're not fit to referee!
The referee initially let play run. He has now awarded Villa their free kick, and he's just taking a time out here to issue a stern warning to the Newcastle captain.
Most fouls by Bruno
The
Guimaraes.
fouls has given the ref a bit of back chat along the way too.
So Yuri Tielemans again. And a free kick goes short to McGinn.
It's a back from McGinn.
That's Tielemans.
Glanced away by
Compared to
Trippier,
Rodgers.
but Rodgers collects.
Manson swings in,
deflected.
deflected.
That off Tonali to make it more awkward for Pope, but he handles it cleanly enough.
Old Watkins is having a few words with him.
Serious pained expression
Like,
almost
oi
on
mate,
the Aston
what did
Villa
you bump into
manager's
me for?
face. His team win it back again.
Oi mate, why are you bumping into me?
Regard. Here's Tielemans, the hub of so much of Villa's possession play.
Yeah, Tielemans again. You just gonna keep doing this or what? Do you have a choice?
Here's camera. Mark.
Yeah, this
it's been a
same
good
possession
start.
wins games.
Positive
Let's
one
take
for
it.
Aston Villa played most of the football in Newcastle's half.
Yeah.
So Unai Emery might just hold off with his substitutions.
Oh, good ball.
Camera with the
McGinn!
second ball.
Oh.
Comes back off.
Good by Kamara.
Pope.
And McGinn
Put it
almost
back
found it.
again.
Rogers.
Rodgers.
He's gone for it.
Straight at the Newcastle
Straight at
goalkeeper this
Pope.
time.
I'm about to say that,
Hesitated
say
a little
that,
bit
but then
there.
changed it.
Rodgers.
Right then, Ralph now. For F1, so I'll get this on over here. So
Slips as he goes to shoot,
keep an eye on it.
which maybe affects the direction of the shot.
Yeah. We need Rashford now. Hello, Unai. Yeah, get Rashford on, please.
Trippier. Pulled Cross by Murphy. It's Camera who is
And Martinez will get it anyway
sliding
from
back.
Kamara sliding back. As Piastri starts the first lineup of Q3 for F1.
Have been on the winning side in 9 of their last 10 matches in all competitions. The exception was their defeat in Paris. Newcastle also with this really good winning streak. Share.
Shea sends it forward to Murphy, but Madsen will deal with it. Well, not entirely.
Joe Linton.
Good job, Cash.
Carried so far by Cash, but there wasn't too much ahead of
Goes
it.
back to Kamara. Okay to McGinn.
Tielemans
Oh,
tries to
tries
set
finding
Watkins
Watkins
away,
actually
and
instead. That was actually
Dan
a
Dunn
better
plugged the
plan.
gap that time.
Yeah, I can go away for that score. Don't tell me though. PSG
It's
want to
trickier.
win in their game. Obviously, they've got a Champions League semi-final coming with Aston. Yeah, the flag on track.
Guimaraes.
It's a bit of a crash. Oh!
Bruno Guimaraes. Isak.
Oh, Isak. Good save by Martinez.
Well,
It's
Guimaraes
Norris.
feeling it should
Norris
have
has
been a
gone off.
penalty, a foul on him. He released the ball.
He's alright, thank God.
They did have the advantage.
He's a little bit heavy anyway. Yeah, finally gets the yellow card. Does Bruno
Guimaraes has got the
Guimaraes.
hump that he didn't get the pen.
Should have given me yellow ages ago.
Well, he'd had the warning, now he's got the card.
Yeah. Finally gets the yellow.
Cody was fouled, but he's run into Kamara.
He's ran into Kamara. That's what happened. Walking along, singing a song, shitty on the city as we go. Birmingham, are you listening to the song we're singing? Bring out any golden one better.
About to happen.
No one's lost it in turn 5.
Will be on.
Or turn 4 is it? And then they strain at the wall.
Asensio.
I've been starting 10 5.
Now Ollie Watkins with Maatsen on the outside.
Madsen.
of him. Ian Maatsen.
Madsen! Ian Madsen! He's done it again. His second goal at Villa Park.
And it could be a crucial one.
Crucial goal. As Norwich just crashed in qualifying. Not celebrating that by any means. But Ian Madsen gets Villa a 2-1 lead. Come on! Glad Norwich is alright. Hoping he gets a good comeback tomorrow. If he wins from 10th, I'll be might have best win of his career.
Fouls and maybe Newcastle caught a little cold here.
Number 22, the Dutch left back, Ian Madsen! What a finish by Madsen.
Composed finish.
Composure of the highest order. Then the assist from Ollie
Puts on
Watkins.
the afterburners there, the fullback.
He knows how to score goals, and he just showed it.
Really good finish from the defender.
Really good finish from Ian Madsen. Gordon coming on in response to that.
Well, a great moment.
Yeah, Piaro. Whole tenders in the sky. Yeah, Piaro. Yeah, Piaro.
Against Bruges. He'd scored on his international debut as well for the Netherlands.
His first
against
Premier League
Spain.
goal.
And now he's chalked up another achievement.
Nicely weighted.
Right,
Ball
I want
was
to
well
qualify
into
since there's a red
his
flag in a
path by
minute for
Watkins.
the
He
crash
played
to
his
Lando
part.
Norris.
They come out for the second
I
half.
wonder what
Villa,
flash notification
and
was.
they've been the better side.
Bigger than the crash for Lando maybe.
Well, Newcastle made the change that they were planning to make before
So
that
Murphy's
goal
gone
was
off for
scored.
Anthony Gordon.
Jacob Murphy
How many
has
goal
gone off for
contributions in
Anthony
the Premier League this season has
So,
Anthony Gordon got?
Bobby Barnes
I'm
has
Villa
got six
till
for
I
Newcastle
die.
right.
I know I am, and sure I am. I'm
And here he
Villa
is.
till I die. Villa till I die. I'm Villa
It
till
might
I
be really,
die.
they should have been
I
checking
know
in,
I
that's
am, I'm sure I am. I'm Villa till I
Joe
die.
Linton loses out.
Tried to lose out to Watkins,
just
but Trippier gets
carried
it.
it too far and showed enough of it to Kieran Trippier.
How many goals has Anthony Gordon got this season in the Premier League? Does he have more than Barnes? No, he's got less.
Share with the switch.
Oh, 6, never mind.
Header out by
6
Matty
and 5.
Cash.
We beat Forest 2-1 Belford.
Third.
And Villa FC,
Tonali.
we're by far the greatest team the world has ever seen.
This is Barnes.
Yeah, we beat Forest 2-1. And they're sitting in third. Can we do it to Newcastle now?
To the regular job now for Ian Maatson.
Back to regular job for Ian Maatson.
Has put Villa
Next
in a
up we
good
got
position, three-quarters
another
of the way
informed
through this
team, Manchester
match.
City. We almost 2 at home against Leicester and Palace. So Palace were in form, which was actually impressive considering we're down.
Towering over Yuri Tielemans.
Yeah.
It would be right to be nervous in that situation.
So, Trippier to swing this one in for Newcastle.
His ball fired across and Joe Linton strikes it against McGinn. Here's Livramento.
I'm Villa till I die. I know I am, I'm sure I am. I'm Villa till I die. I'm Villa till I
This is
die.
Gordon.
I know I am, I'm sure I am. I'm Villa till I die. Tonali goes to Dan Burn now.
Now Burn.
Shit on the city.
Guimaraes.
Looking along,
Barnes.
singing our song, sitting on the city as we go. Oh, Birmingham, are you listening to the song
Sure.
we're singing? We're walking along, singing our song, sitting on the city as we go. Oh. Let's figure behind that is. Newcastle go to
Reaches Kieran Trippier. He's looking to take on Maatson. He blocks it and it's cleared by Tyrone Mings.
this will wait on.
And since establishing that lead, Ian Maatson has been playing his part in preserving it.
Yeah.
Different threat now with Harvey Barnes up against it.
Anyway's gone off by the way.
Burn had ventured forward, so Camara is looking for a quick break here.
I was looking for a
Ollie
quick break.
Watkins,
And it's
he was
Watkins.
to go it alone then and wait for others to get forward as they have now.
No, that's goal just for Villa. For him to be able to hold it up, get the team up the pitch.
Yeah. So Rashford's getting ready. And
Asensio.
another player too. Maybe Barkley, I don't know. Ref! God's sake, he's done it again.
Now Livramento. Here's Tonali. Isak, Konsa came to meet it, but Isak escaped him. Gordon. Attempted source by Cash.
Yeah, a snapshot of the skill of Alexander Isak there.
Since 2-1, Newcastle have most of the ball.
This match so far.
They've recovered once and giving it their best shot to do so again.
You can just pop up though, Isak.
Shall not, we shall not be moved. We shall not, we shall not be moved. We're the pride of Birmingham. We shall not be
Trippier's
moved.
corner. Guimaraes didn't keep it in.
Let me check something actually.
Change in the air for Aston Villa now.
Oh,
So
Wembley
Jacob
game sold
Ramsey
out. Of course it
and
would.
Onana.
Of course it pissed him
Coming
would.
on.
Wembley game sold out already.
Marco Asensio, who played against Newcastle in their last Champions League venture, he came on as a substitute for PSG in that controversial game
Kind of guess that Paris
against
down at Wembley
Newcastle in the
would
group
sell
phase.
almost instantly.
He's
This is
coming
the
off.
FA Cup. Begins coming
The
off.
captain is heading off as well.
Amadou Onana and Jacob Ramsey for Asensio and McGinn.
Goalkeeper. Amadou Onana was responsible for the mistake that led to Newcastle's third goal in the
It's back on.
meeting
Good.
on Boxing
Qualifying
Day,
back on.
which was scored by Joe Linton. Again, having had to go via his goalkeeper, has taken a while to go off.
Yeah, you'd probably call that a conservative move by Unai Emery to stiffen up the middle of the park, try and maintain
So
control of
JJ
this
and
match.
Onana are on. What's going on here? Is Martinez going to pass it?
Well, Jacob Ramsey, who's come on, scored in Villa's last win against Newcastle. Ollie Watkins always seems to be on the score sheet against them. The goal he's already scored today, his
Oh, he's booted
fifth
it.
against them now in their last
Win it,
4
JJ. Win it.
matches here.
Yes, JJ. Watkins. Onana.
There's Onana. Maatsen. Watkins.
It's Ramsey.
Jacob Ramsey just on.
Just on. And converting! Yuri Tielemans! 3-1. That should be all 3 points. That's revenge for what happened back on Boxing Day when Durango wrongfully sent off. The refs against us again, but we don't care. It's Villa 3, Newcastle 1.
And Byrne, the unlucky man who's deflected it past his own goalkeeper.
Oh, Dan Byrne.
Well,
Villa.
what you want from your
Who are ya?
substitutes to
Who
make
are
it
ya?
into the
Who are ya? Who are ya?
Which Jacob Ramsey certainly does here. Picked up the pace of the game.
It's going with Dan
And
Byrne
it's the
actually,
Byrne
not Yuri
Tielemans in front
Tielemans.
of Dan Byrne that does for the defender.
He's one of our own. He's one of our own. He's one of our own. Jacob Ramsey. He's one of our
To
own.
see them through to 3 points.
Well, it brings some relief. He won't care about the identity of the scorer, Unai Emery.
Who knows of it, Matt?
He's just absolutely delighted that the cushion is now a 2-goal one. Helped as they have been by a player who a decade
Newcastle
ago
throwing 4 changes.
was on loan across the city at Birmingham City.
Yeah.
And Villa
That's
poised
fun to
now
love
to
that Dan
do
Byrne scored
level
an
on
goal as
points
he used to like the Blues.
with Nottingham Forest, who have still to play this weekend.
Oh,
With an action
Tielemans.
until Monday at Spurs and
Rogers!
looking to go-
Rogers! Oh!
And Pope denies him. Ramsey.
Rogers gets another chance.
And
Oh no no! Oh! We're flying! Amadou! Oh no! It's 4-1. We're tearing Newcastle apart again.
What a move from Emery.
What a move! What a goal! What a strike by Onana!
Last in, the other one in. What a finish from the midfielder.
Yeah, what a finish from Onana. He's doing it again. The crown.
It's a slap ball out.
Rogers, come on, you're 4-1.
Onana drifts in field.
Onana
And
drifts
that's a
in
great
field.
save, first of all,
Rogers gives
from
it to him,
Nick
and what a
Pope.
strike.
But what about this?
2 in 2 minutes. We're
Can we
flying.
get near?
Rogers with another assist. Onana, what a strike. Amadou Onana. Amadou Onana.
Well, he was relieved before, but
Yeah.
he's got that extra layer of relief now, the Villa manager. Delighted that one of his summer investments has come up with the goods.
Yeah.
It's actually Onana's first Premier League goal here at Villa Park. He scored in the first 2 away this season.
Yeah. And has scored it in Premier League since.
Being his 5th goal in his first season at this club, it actually betters the total in his entire career at Everton.
Now fuck off home, you've seen the Villa. Now fuck off home, you've seen the Villa. Now fuck off home, you've seen the Villa. Now fuck off home.
And Callum Wilson are on.
So 3 changes for Newcastle, Kraft, Wilson and Willock are on. For Trippier, Isak and Barnes.
The players replaced.
It's not ever just trying to not concede any more goals.
The Aston Villa substitutes who are the headline makers at the moment.
Yeah. You see the Villa, now fuck off home.
They were sent on by
Villa, now
Ramsey
fuck off home.
and Onana have both
3 goals in
contributed to
10
goals.
minutes.
Yeah, it's not often those 3 players that have gone off, not often lately, that they've been kept quiet to this extent.
Yeah.
But there's just been more purpose to Villa's play in this second half particularly.
Ramsey.
I would argue that it was a bigger game for them in terms of the league place in the Champions League chase.
Yeah.
That probably showed in their attitude.
Pass it around now, we are. Okay, pass it around now, it's 4-1.
Aston Villa do raise their game and they come up against their rivals.
Good play again, it's Madsen.
They saw Nottingham Forest.
Tielemans.
Back to see off Newcastle. Madsen has found Yuri Tielemans, who's got Cash advancing ahead of him.
Come on, we'll win it.
Camera who steps onto it. Tried to
Tries
slide it through for
finding
Rodgers.
Rodgers.
Onana.
Madsen.
Here's Konsa.
Fans are loving it.
Konsa aiming for Watkins.
Konsa aiming for Watkins. Still looking for a record, of course. Finds
It's
Ramsey! Off the post! That was going in.
So close to
That's the
5.
3rd time I hit a woodwork. Could have been 7-1 if all the goals off the woodwork didn't go in. Well in, Tyrone Mings.
Dispossesses Callum
If all the
Wilson.
goals off the woodwork went in, it would have been 7-1 this game would have. We've dominated this, we have.
Well, you wondered how that effort against PSG on Tuesday, what effect it would have on Villa.
Has had any effect?
But they've looked much more lively. The second half particularly, and Newcastle
Yeah.
are looking pretty jaded now.
On. There's 1 minute left in the F1 qualifying. So purple first sector for George Russell. Okay, Osama bin Russell. So Watkins found Ramsey, but Ramsey at a post. As Russell comes to a line now
in it for
and
it.
takes provisional pole for Mercedes.
Watkins twice has hit the woodwork.
And 10th off third
Ramsey
Verstappen.
now as
Norris
well.
is not getting a pole position obviously because he just fucking
Position could have
crashed.
been much worse.
Piolo.
Newcastle United.
Whole tenders in the sky. Yeah, Piolo. Yeah, Piolo.
Did have a bad run earlier in the season of matches off the back of Champions League
Yeah.
matches, but this could well be the 4th time in a row that they've won off the back of a European
Yeah, 4th
commitment.
time.
They got league wins at Brentford and Southampton, their FA Cup win at Preston,
Yeah.
all off the back of evenings out in Europe.
Verstappen quicker than Piastri in sector 1.
Here's Guimaraes.
The mantra vernize army, cause we're all going to Wembley. The mantra vernize army.
Byrne. Watkins.
Sinale
Tonali.
finds Joelinton.
Crossed by Joe Linton. And Willock was
Soft
trying to get
Willock.
on the end of it, but the header
Verstappen though, he's
going
coming
in the
flying
wrong
up.
direction as far as he was concerned.
Well, he made the run, he gambled, hoping that the ball would be perfect for him. Just a little out.
He's done it. Verstappen done it.
Well, former Aston Villa player coming on now for Newcastle. Fabian Schär being replaced by Matt Targett, only his second Premier League appearance of this season, and both
Fabian Schär's
against
off.
his former side.
Matt Targett on. Former Villa left back.
A warm reception back.
There can be other subs.
Despite
Mallon,
his,
Barkley
spell
and
out
Rashford.
with injury, coming on to take the place of Boubacar Kamara. Newcastle are Barkley's favourite opponents. I think he scored half a dozen goals against them, 5 for Everton and 1 last season for Luton. In a dramatic 4-4 draw there. Rodgers heading towards the touchline too, and so with the wave is Ollie Watkins.
Ollie Watkins
who
goes
started
off.
it all off. So Rashford
Great
and
performance
Vardy,
by
the other
him.
two coming on.
Got a goal and an assist.
Some nice options for Villa these days on that bench. What a good day Ollie Watkins has had. But Newcastle have had a great time, haven't they, winning the last 5 before today, but this one, the bridge too far. Those unchanged 11s, maybe just catching up with them
Martinez to boot it.
physically.
Time to change. They've got a week to stew on it before their next match, a home game.
So, if one
against
fans in the
Ipswich.
chat, Verstappen's taking pole for you. Running past the defenders and scoring 1-2. Looks good. Looks fine. Marcus Rashford's on my mind. Danny's Villa's number 9 singing do-I-do-do-do-do-do. Running past the defenders and scoring 1-2.
Marcus
It's
Rashford.
Rashford. Cash goes back to Esri Konsa.
That's Konsa.
So as Maatsen scored, we turned it up. And Newcastle couldn't keep
Ramsey
with
to
us.
Maatsen. Here's Ramsey.
Ramsey. Referee's free kick.
Robin Joe Linton's day, he's given away a free kick.
Yeah, he's just laughing. He knows Newcastle had lost anyway.
Well, boots on the other foot today because in recent times it's been Newcastle who've been racking
First
the
time
goals
this
both this
season we
and
scored
against
4 goals in one
Aston
Premier
Villa
League
as
game.
well.
It's been a brilliant reaction to going out of the Champions League.
Wembley, where the famous
Tuesday,
Aston Villa,
brilliant.
and we're going to Wembley. Wembley, Wembley, where the famous Aston Villa, and we're going to Wembley.
Once you've tasted that, you want more, and we've seen that in Villa's determination today to try and find more next season.
Yeah, we need UCL football again next season, we do. And a squad with manager capable of Unai Emery's capable of it. Wembley again, ole ole.
And
Well,
Rashford,
Rashford wins it.
He's got Marlon up with him. And
finds
Marlon's given
Marlon.
all the goals of late, but he can't get to that one.
Can't get to that one, can Daniel Marlon. Defensive confusion at the back for
Mess for
Newcastle.
Newcastle and a bit too much on this ball from Rashford.
Bit too much. Not a ball from Rashford. Bruno Matt Target every time he's at a ball. I don't think he was a snake, to be fair. Because Newcastle wanted him after Gerrard went and got Luca Digne.
Gordon.
Obviously, I think that's stupid when we got rid of Target because that's very mirrored short on fullbacks.
Tonali's taken it a long way, but no way
Good job by
immediately
Konsa.
past Esri Konsa.
I'll give a push up by. Esri Konsa. Esri Konsa. Esri Konsa. Villa players score 50 plus goals in 3 consecutive seasons.
This kick. So much ground for Guimaraes to make up. Who knows how much longer he'll be having to control matters in the dugout. Maybe the picture will become clearer after the match.
Who do Newcastle play next after us? Ipswich. Could be the day they send Ipswich Town back down. Or Ipswich actually, without actually looking at the table, Ipswich could probably relegate tomorrow. If Wolves win and Ipswich lose, or don't win, they're down. On your big day out, 4-1. On your big day out, 4-1. On your big day out, 4-1. Yeah. Like I was saying to Blues fans back then, on your big day out, 4-2. And on your big day out, 2-0. Ref. That's not even close to a yellow.
Well, Bruno Guimaraes, who's already on a yellow card, just
send him off, ref.
Dig at Jacob Ramsey when the referee was already addressing that situation.
Come on, ref. That ain't that hard.
Yeah,
it's just a pull.
That's a clear enough one.
You seen the Villa, now fuck off home.
Yeah.
You seen the
He's just been in
Villa,
that
now
kind of
fuck
mood
off
today.
home. You seen the Villa, now fuck off home. You seen
Understanding
the
wanting to get
Villa,
going,
now
but,
fuck off home.
An awful lot to do in the last few minutes.
Yeah, Newcastle, fuck off back north.
Help Newcastle's cause looking ahead if he gets himself sent off. He's on the wrong end there of the Tielemans challenge, which he's claiming
Villa.
Here's Gordon.
Taking over. Champions League awaits for me.
Guimaraes.
To Barcelona.
Away by
Bayern
Mings.
Munich,
Here's
Lazio,
Rashford.
Roma. The Villa boys are taking over. Champions League awaits for me. If Arsenal lose to Ipswich,
Leaned into it.
there's still a chance. If we win all our remaining games, we could get second in the league. Imagine that, this season, out of everything that's happened, we finish runner-up.
Joe Linton.
Don't think we would, but it would be incredible if we did. Don't think there's going to be much over time into this
Here's
one.
Kraft.
We didn't need Rashford or any of the other subs, or we did get Ramsey and Onana to get some goals. Yeah, we've been on it from the start. We have. Piss off, drag Gillett. Stupid ref.
Gordon.
He's offside.
Guimaraes trying to get it on the end of it. Joe Linton does.
But man of the match anyway, if Newcastle scored.
Guimaraes. Tonali back to Gordon.
Livramento. Hey.
Holland deliver with a cross.
Yeah, he had the time and the space to take a touch.
And he didn't.
So who's been the outstanding individual for you today, Alan?
Well, I've had a few Villa, haven't they?
I'd
Tielemans
say
has been
Watkins,
excellent,
yeah.
but Ollie Watkins led from the front in that first half, particularly. Newcastle couldn't
Yeah.
handle him.
Yeah.
The runs that he
Well,
made.
Newcastle couldn't handle him. I think
The goal he scored.
him not starting for
Great response to being left out.
6 minutes. No need for 6 minutes and 4-1. Unless Newcastle are going to score 3 in 3 minutes. Which is highly unlikely in football nowadays. It's seeing a team score 3 in 3 minutes.
So with
Especially with a
6
goal of
additional
Emre
minutes
Martinez.
here. Villa have been in cruise control, although Conser
It's
with
Willock.
reason to be worried here. Does his job though against Willock.
That's not a foul.
Guimaraes turns away from Jacob Ramsey. Finds Callum Wilson. It's
It's a
Tonali.
close man ball.
Now target.
It's Gordon. Hey. It's Rashford. Oh, Rashford.
Here's Rashford.
See what he can do on the far left.
Rashford held up for now.
Goes back to Madsen. Now Onana.
There's Onana.
Hooray! Hooray!
This is Barkley.
Hooray! Boo.
Leaving it to Livramento. This is Kraft.
Yeah, but they're doing that when we're in cruise control. Hey! Barkley intercepted. It's Barkley again. Hooray! Marlon wants a goal for himself. Nearly gets it.
He misses the target.
Good man, he took an extra touch.
He's been in good form lately. Finding the back of the net, Marlon. As for finding the back of the net, look, Newcastle have been doing plenty of that lately, but they've lacked that cutting edge today. Lacked that bit of pizzazz going forward.
Tielemans.
Sends Rashford. Hasn't scored yet at Villa Park, don't forget.
Here's Rashford.
So let's go to the left hand side, right hand side of the pitch. Oh, cute little ball to Barkley by Rashford. Barkley! Oh!
Right across.
He's getting shot us back, he does after just come back from injury.
Assuming he's gone for goal here, he's thinking, why not? Going moments of the game, trying my luck.
Yeah.
And trying to take one out of the Jacob Murphy playbook from midweek.
Yeah.
Setback for Newcastle this.
Good play, Onana.
Still in a strong position though.
Still going for more.
It depends on what happens with the rivals.
Maybe
Manchester
not.
City gathering some momentum now towards the close of the season. And then it's a question of what Forest can do to get back on track, and what Chelsea do as well, which is very unpredictable.
They've got to keep going, maintain these standards when they go up to Manchester City on Tuesday.
Yeah, we got to keep your standards up.
Here's Barkley.
Barkley.
Hold on to it for too long in the end.
Joelinton.
Here's Joelinton.
A minute and a half left of this game. It's been dominated the second half by us. What a second half performance. The 3 goals in 10 minutes did it for us.
Frustration for him and for him as well. The winning run about to come to a crashing halt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But will continue.
To gird the loins, have a rest, and go again in the next match. It's been a great effort. Last handful of games.
Well, they've already beaten this season 2 of the teams that they have to face in the run-in. They beat Ipswich, they beat Arsenal. Also still got Brighton away, Chelsea at home. Everton at home. Here's Tielemans.
Yeah, it's Tielemans. For some reason I thought I was Watkins and I realised he's not on the pitch anymore. It's Strang Martinez.
Callum Wilson. Overreaching.
Yeah. Wilson overreaching. That should be it. Nice inside. Screw it. We're going for another goal. Oh, Marlon.
Now is Marlon going to carry on his goal-scoring run? He was just applying a bit of pressure there to Dan Burn.
Yeah, Marlon's side taking no risks. That should be it. There we go. 4-1. Get in. Get in. What a win. So needed in our race for Champions League football. We beat Forest here. Now we're beating Newcastle here. 3 consecutive home wins for Unai Emery's Aston Villa.
Ollie Watkins got the first of their 4 goals here, and despite the equaliser from Fabian Schär, Aston Villa managed.
I'll be for Watchalong, guys.
Ian Maatsen got his first league goal, a move that started with one goalkeeper and ended up with Maatsen putting it past the other. Dan Burn put past his own goalkeeper as Unai Emery.
And it's Aston Villa.
Who scored the 4th.
Onana with the best of a bunch.
The game was won. And Aston Villa, who've had
A comfortable performance. What a win. So needed in our race for Champions League football. I'll be with us Watchalong, guys. Thanks all for watching. Smash the like button. Subscribe. Can't speak. Subscribe if anyone's new. It's tough if you signed in. And turn the notification on so you don't miss any future videos, so streams coming up. Our next Watchalong, guys, is only in 3 nights' time where Aston Villa have a crunch game versus Manchester City at the Etihad. See you guys then. Bye bye. Hope you have a great day as well wherever you are. One last time. Hi-yo! Aston Villa!